Welcome back, fellow gardeners. In this video we will discuss what you need to do for a massive potato harvest. So, if you're ready to take your gardening game to the next level, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's dive in. 1. Variety selection. Choose a potato variety that is known for high yield and disease resistance. Some popular high-yielding varieties include Yukon Gold, Russet Burbank, Kennebec, Red Pontiac, Fingerling, and Desiree potatoes. Experimenting with different varieties can help you discover the ones that perform best in your specific growing conditions and suit your culinary preferences. 2. Site selection. Potatoes thrive in well-drained soil with a pH between 5.0 and 6.5. When selecting a location in your garden, prioritize a sunny spot that receives at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight per day. Adequate sunlight ensures optimal photosynthesis and healthy plant growth. Additionally, avoid areas prone to waterlogging, as excessive moisture can lead to root rot and other diseases. If your soil is heavy or clayey, consider building raised beds or mounds to improve drainage and create a more favorable environment for potato cultivation. 3. Soil preparation. Prior to planting, thorough soil preparation is essential for successful potato cultivation. Begin by removing any weeds, rocks, or debris from the designated area. Loosen the soil to a depth of 8 to 10 inches using a garden fork or tiller, breaking up compacted soil and promoting root penetration. Incorporating organic matter, such as compost or well-rotted manure, into the soil enriches its fertility, improves its structure, and enhances moisture retention. 4. Seed selection and preparation. When it comes to seed potatoes, prioritize certified disease-free varieties to ensure a healthy crop. Look for seed potatoes that are firm, smooth, and free from signs of rot or damage. Several weeks before planting, place the seed potatoes in a warm, well-lit area to encourage sprouting. This process, known as chitting, promotes the development of strong sprouts. If the seed potatoes are larger, you can cut them into pieces, each containing at least 2 eyes. Allow the cut pieces to cure for a day or two before planting, which helps minimize the risk of rotting and allows for better healing of the cut surfaces. 5. Planting. Plant the prepared seed potatoes in trenches or mounds, placing them about 4 to 6 inches deep in the soil. Ensure that the cut side faces downward, while the eyes are pointing upward. Space the seed potatoes approximately 12 to 15 inches apart within the rows, while maintaining a distance of about 2 to 3 feet between the rows. If you opt for mounding, create a small depression in the center of each mound and place the seed potatoes in it, making sure they are well covered with soil. As the potato plants grow, the mounds can be gradually built up to provide additional soil for root development. 6. Hilling. Once the potato plants reach a height of about 6 to 8 inches, it's time to start the hilling process. Gently mound soil around the base of the plants, covering the lower leaves but leaving the top foliage exposed. Hilling serves several purposes. It protects the developing tubers from exposure to sunlight, which can cause greening and make them inedible. It helps control weeds, and it promotes the formation of additional tubers along the buried stems. Continue hilling the plants periodically as they grow, ensuring that only the top portion of the plant remains visible. 7. Watering. Maintaining consistent soil moisture is crucial for the successful growth of potatoes. Throughout the growing season, aim to provide approximately 1 to 2 inches of water per week. This can come from rainfall or supplemental irrigation, depending on your local conditions. However, be cautious not to overwater, as excessive moisture can lead to waterlogged soil and promote disease development. Regularly monitor the soil moisture by inserting your finger into the ground near the plants. If the top inch of soil feels dry, it's an indication that watering is required. 8. Fertilization. Potatoes are considered heavy feeders, meaning they require an adequate supply of nutrients for optimal growth and high yields. Before planting, apply a balanced fertilizer with a higher potassium content, such as a October 10, 2020 or May 10, 2010 formula, based on the recommendations of a soil test. Incorporate the fertilizer into the soil during the initial soil preparation. Additionally, side dress the plants with a nitrogen-rich fertilizer, such as blood meal or fish emulsion, when they reach a height of 6 to 8 inches. Nitrogen promotes vigorous foliage growth. Follow the package instructions for proper application rates and timings. 9. Pest and disease management. To ensure a healthy potato crop, it's important to stay vigilant against common pests and diseases. Regularly monitor your potato plants for signs of aphids, Colorado potato beetles, potato tuberworms, flea beetles, and other harmful insects. Promptly remove any pests you find by hand picking or use organic pest control methods like neem oil or insecticidal soaps. Creating a diverse garden ecosystem by planting companion plants that repel pests, such as marigolds or basil, can also help deter insects. Additionally, be aware of diseases such as late blight, early blight, potato scab, and viral infections. To minimize disease pressure, practice crop rotation by avoiding planting potatoes or other solanaceous plants in the same spot year after year. Opt for disease-resistant potato varieties whenever possible. Providing good airflow between plants by avoiding overcrowding and properly spacing them also aids in disease prevention. 10. Harvesting. Potatoes are typically ready for harvest when the foliage turns yellow and begins to die back. However, if you prefer new potatoes, you can harvest them when the plants are still green and the tubers are small. To harvest, carefully dig around the plants with a garden fork or shovel to avoid damaging the tubers. Start harvesting from the outer parts of the row and work your way inward. After harvest, allow the potatoes to cure in a cool, dark, and well-ventilated area for about 2 weeks. This period of curing helps toughen the skins, extending their storage life. Once cured, store the potatoes in a cool, dry place with good air circulation to prevent rotting. Remember, growing potatoes successfully requires consistent care and attention throughout the entire growing season. By following these guidelines and adapting them to your specific growing conditions, you can increase your chances of achieving a high potato yield in your garden. Well, there you have it, fellow gardeners. All the steps for a great potato harvest. And as always, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more gardening tips and tricks. Happy gardening!